Today's topic for the discussion is TVP, that is texturized vegetable protein. So, obviously, from the name itself, it suggests that it is plant-based protein, which is prepared either from soya or other plants. So, as I said, mostly it is prepared from the soya product, from soya. So, it is known as soy protein also. So, products like soya meat, soya chunks, or is prepared from the defatted soya flour product, which is the byproduct of extracting soybean oil. So it is often used as a meat analog or meat extender. So it shows basically some of the same properties like meat. So the people which are non-vegetarian, they can consume it as an analog for the meat. So it is quick to cook with the protein content comparable to a certain to the meat. So its cooking quality and the time for the management of the cooking is also very high. So how this TVP is made? We'll see manufacturing process. TVP is usually made from high soya protein, that is near about 50%, and soya flour or concentrate, but can also be made from cottonseed, wheat, and oats. So other than soybean, we can utilize cottonseed, wheat, and oats to prepare the TVP. So it is extruded into various shapes like chunks, flakes, nuggets, grains, and strips. So not only just one form is utilized, but it may be used or consumed in different forms and sizes. So exiting the nozzles while still hot and expanding as it does so. So defatted thermoplastic proteins are heated to near about 150 to 200 degrees Celsius, which denatures them into a fibrous, insoluble, porous network that can soak up as much as 3 times its weight in liquid. So because of the heating, the nature or the bonds or the exact uh, form of the initial protein get changed. So the denaturation causes the fibrous or insoluble porous form, which is ideal for the soybean chunks or like meat. As the pressurized molten protein mixture exits the extruder, there is a sudden drop in the pressure which causes rapid expansion into a puffy solid that is then dried. As much as 50% protein when dry, TVP can be rehydrated as 2:1 ratio. So not only it is consumed in dry form, but it can also be utilized or consumed in wet form or in semi-hydrated form. So when we rehydrated is at 2:1 ratio, drops the percentage of the protein to an approximate of ground meat to 16%. So it shows some similar characteristic to the meat in respect to the protein concentration also. TVP is primarily used as a meat substitute due to its very low cost at less than a third the price of ground beef, and when cooked together will help retain more nutrients from the meat by absorbing juices which normally lost. So just not only the apparent but also some of the very interesting characteristics it possesses, and instead of that, so though it has all the characteristics, it is very cheap in the market as compared to the price of the beef or the other meat. So any TVP producers usually use the hexane to separate soy fat from the soy protein, because we have to use more or a concentrated form of protein, we have to separate the fat. and trace amount of the solvents are left after manufacturing. But the few rodent studies that have been done suggest it would be almost impossible to get enough exent from TVP to cause harm. Thank you.